Alright guys, so let me tell you guys my journaling exercises for wrestling that help me stay focused and ultimately improve my technique. Let's get right into it. I believe it's very important to reflect on practice, and I think it should be very effective. And this is what reflection does. It allows you to be able to evaluate your performance. It allows you to examine your technique, your move. Being able to write all this stuff down in a more calm state is really effective. Also, being able to write down your mental state, just documenting your different emotions can help make sure your practice is the most efficient as possible. Making sure that you're not constantly talking, making sure you're not complaining in your head because your practice partner did blank and blank. Just being able to really think about your technique in a very conscious, awareness state, I think really helps me personally make sure that when I'm in the practice room, I'm getting the most out of my time. I'm making sure I'm getting good reps in there. I also encourage you guys to just write down a big goal. What is your biggest goal that you have? Mine, I really want to be a national champion. So I write that down every single day. I need to believe that. If that is not a belief, then how am I going to achieve something that I don't believe? Also, making sure you're taking those baby steps every day, constantly getting 1% better every single day is so important. And to do that, you need to really be able to break down that big goal. So you have your big goal, but now how am I supposed to get there? And journaling can help that. All right, so now journaling about those moves that you're already good at. Being able to write down, that I beat person A and I beat person B in live, that helps your motivation. Being able to so I'm going for a power half and I'm really good at putting the elbow out and making sure that's really good technique. But as soon as I get out to go turn the guy and get into a normal half, that's something I have problems with. And I think I only know this because I journal and I look back on what I need to improve on. This is also a big thing because some guys think they're the best and are kind of capped at wherever they are because they're never really knowing what they need to improve on. They think they're already super good in this one move, and if you don't reflect, you might never know that you need to work on sprawling, and you might only know once you lose that state championship. So I think it's very important to reflect on the moves that you're good at. But even more importantly, focusing on the moves that you need work on. So what I do is I write down the things that coaches said that I should be doing. So even if I don't actually understand it yet, I'm gonna get there because I'm writing it down. I think this really helps because then even if I don't understand the move that I'm actually doing, I'm still able to talk about it and make sense of it. Because when I journal about it, I'm writing down what the coach said, and then next week in practice, I'm going to be like, well, coach, you said this, and I don't really completely understand it. Like, can you show me through it? Like, can you, put me through this? And then being able to better understand the moves that you don't understand, I think is really important. Next, I write down if I lost anyone. I think this is really important to really help if you want to beat someone. Because you can identify what they did to you that really worked. And it also helps find those weaknesses that you don't completely know how to get out of. The past season, there was a lot of things that I didn't, people would get me in, and I just didn't know what to do. So I would just keep essentially, people would get me in headlocks, front headlocks, and just have like just the tiniest differences of what they were doing made it so I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I didn't realize I was supposed to go to my hip and then take their arm, get hip to hip, throw it past. I didn't realize those certain things, and so without knowing that made it so hard. But being able to journal about these just helps you identify what you need to work on. And then after practice, being able to analyze it and be able to really understand it, again, in that calm state, so you can just think about it and analyze exactly what happened. And then being able to bring whatever you concluded to the next practice to be able to drill. You already know what you need to work on. So if you consciously think about it during practice, rather than be talking about random things and thinking about when you should leave, you should be taking advantage of the fact that you are wrestling in the moment. And then if you just want to take the advice on focusing on one thing throughout the week, and maybe you just write that down and you have a list of your weaknesses, and then each week you hit them out. And this is something that also happened to me. So when I was working on the things that I needed to work on that week, I'd find that I would get really good at something, and then I'd go to the tournament and I'd do it really well, but then I'd also do poorly on the thing that I might have done like 3 weeks ago. So then I can come back to that. But if you just have a list of what you need to work on, it is so helpful to identify, because you already know. You just have to put the time in now. And reflecting after practice really helps for you to believe something. Because if you're constantly doing it 100%, you're gonna believe it. You're putting in every second of the day. And this makes you believe that you can beat anyone. There's really no doubt in your mind. Hey, so if you like this video, we have another one on this channel, very similar. It's about the mindset changes that can elevate your wrestling skills. So go check it out.